Assalamu alaikum, ACCA members. I am Muhammad Shahid Khan, Head of Business Development at ACCA Pakistan. On behalf of ACCA, I would like to welcome you all in the digital orientation session of our 7 Digits program. And I want to congratulate all of you for participating in that exceptional journey. Today, this is the first orientation session, which will be led by none other than Sajid Aslam, who is head of ACCA Pakistan. Uh, Please feel free to ask as many questions as possible in the chat box, and we will definitely answer that throughout this orientation session. We will definitely share some more insight and details during the session. So let's begin that. I would now hand it over this session to Sajid Aslam for his opening remarks and conducting the session. Over to you, Sajid.
Thank you. Thank you, Shahid, and Assalamu alaikum and very good evening. Sorry, guys, there was a certain interruption. So Assalamu alaikum and very good evening. 7 Digit, I hope you can hear me okay and you can see my screen as well. आज का हमारा जो session है, it will give you a little bit introduction to you what the 7 Digit is all about, but it will give us as a ACCA or as a group that who you are, what you want to do in your life, और आप एक दूसरे को बेहतर तरीके से जानेंगे, पहचानेंगे. हमारे पास यहाँ पे चैट बॉक्स अवेलेबल है, हमारे पास यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन बॉक्स अवेलेबल है. सो प्लीज बी वेरी वेरी एक्टिव इन दोज एरियाज. ये इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप उन एरियाज में चैट में अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दे सकें, और इसमें कुछ एक्सरसाइजेस हैं जिसके लिए आपको चैट बॉक्स बार बार यूज करना पड़ेगा और क्वेश्चन बॉक्स भी आपको यूज करना पड़ेगा. हमारे साथ सपोर्ट पे अवेलेबल है इस वक्त सैयद मुत्तहिद. थैंक यू मुत्तहिद फॉर ऑल द सपोर्ट. अगर आपको किसी किस्म का कोई इशू आता है, प्लीज डू लेट मुत्तहिद नो. मुत्तहिद, मैं अभी क्वेश्चन बॉक्स नहीं देख पा रहा, सो आई रियली अप्रिशिएट अगर मेरे पास भी क्वेश्चन बॉक्स आ जाए ताकि किसी किस्म के कोई क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं तो हम साथ साथ उसको लेके चल सकें. एंड मीनवाइल चैट बॉक्स इज अवेलेबल एंड मेक श्योर यू आर आपको करनी पड़ेंगी. So be very very ready for those activities. Just make sure कि आपके आसपास कौन से लोग हैं. कुछ activities हो सकते हैं आपके लिए इस वक्त बड़ी embarrassing सी हों, लेकिन we will still go with that. So any initial remarks, expectation, you can put there in your question box and we can start with that. I'll give you a 1 minute. Any expectation you would like to share at this stage? Question box को use कीजिएगा. My screen is not visible to someone. Anybody else having the same issue जिसको screen नजर ना आ रही हो? Shahid and Muttahid, can you confirm that?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yes, we can.
And you can see the video as well at the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So guys, जहाँ पे किसी को प्रॉब्लम आ रही है एक दफा दोबारा से रिकनेक्ट करके देख लीजिएगा. समटाइम्स आपने इनिशियली जब कनेक्ट किया होता है उस वक्त का ही आपका कैश जो है उसको लेके चल रहा होता है. So any expectation? 7 Digits program, I don't have any idea about it. Thank you, Asif. Expectation is how to learn better to decipher customer problem. I think that's a very good term which I would love to share, use again and again. I'll be equipped to work at a higher management level. Thank you very much. Exciting for that. So let's start with 7 Digit. This is session 1. We will look at the logistics side and then we will see how it goes. Okay, let me make it a little bit smaller if I can. Okay, so at least that gives me a little sight of this. Can you see my screen right now? There's a picture. Can you see that?
Yes, Sajid.
So what does that picture mean for you? क्या नजर आ रहा है आपको इस पिक्चर में? Anybody, quickly, 1 minute. Left brain, right brain, brain speaks, complexity. Okay, creativity, okay. Looking dangerous, confusion, creative side, but not be expressed too much, half-learned brain, unutilized potential, active and dull side, think before you speak, dry and boring life of accountants. Great, great, keep coming. Sealed lips. So I think that's the most important thing, I think, in the entire picture. I'm sure everybody can have their own interpretations, how they look at the picture, but the sealed lips are the important area which I would like you to focus. What happens when your brain is working and your lips are sealed? You can't express. What happens? मजर सलीम, अगर आप चैट बॉक्स में नहीं कर पा रहे, कीप डूइंग इट इन अ क्वेश्चन बॉक्स, वो मेरे सामने खुला हुआ. Frustration, stress, lack of communication skill, you do not perform well, frustration, demotion, anxiety, right? So the first thing, if you can't express what you are thinking, people don't know what you are thinking, right? And you get frustrated because people can't, if they don't know how you think and what you are thinking, that's mean you can't engage with them, people can't engage with you. You are creating a communication barrier. आपने एक जो interaction है उसको challenge कर दिया है, because you are trying कि people should understand you without you expressing it, either in terms of words, in terms of your behaviors, in terms of your work. So never ever expect that if your lips are sealed or you do not reflect on your thought process through your behaviors or through your actions, the world can't understand who you are. It's impossible. You might be a superhero in your mind, but people can only recognize that superhero when you express yourself. जब आप अपने एक्शन, बिहेवियर, अपने रूटीन, हैबिट्स, अपने कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस के थ्रू you really communicate it well that you are a superhero, और आपके एक्शंस उसको सपोर्ट कर पाते हैं. So communication, whatever you are thinking, first you have to challenge your thought process, and the second, you have to express yourself. Fears, it's a very interesting conversation. When we will come to the competencies and the personal brand, we will talk about the fears. बहुत दफा हमारे fears जो हैं वो हमें आगे नहीं लेके चलने देते. But again, मैं recently I'm using that phrase again and again. It's okay to be scared. That's totally fine. That's, as a human, we get scared जब एक unknown situations होती हैं, जब हमारे पास certainty नहीं होती, uncertainty होती है. So it's okay to be scared. But अगर आपका fear, if that stops you from progressing, that's not a good thing. Convert that fear in an energy and make sure that energy drives you. So it's okay to be scared, but your fear should not hold you back from progressing. So again, most of the time our lips are sealed and our actions are not performed because we don't want to be judged. हमारा fear ये होता है कि हमें कोई judge करेगा और उसकी opinion matter कर रही होती है हमारे लिए. So we will talk about that, how we exist, और हमारा brand जो है, it's not what we are, it's how we are being perceived. हमारा impression क्या है. Okay, do we want people to love us? Asim, I can see that. आप question box में जो लिख रहे हैं, Asim, Amin, I can see it. You are writing, I can't write in the chat box. That's totally fine. इसी box में लिखें, इसी box को हम use कर रहे हैं इस वक्त. Do you love yourself? Are you sure you love yourself? It's a very important question, because if you don't like yourself and you don't love yourself, don't expect anybody else will do, except your parents, जिनका unconditional love होता है. Right? So if you don't love yourself, believe me, nobody else is going to love you. If you don't like yourself, nobody else is going to like you. और वो इस्लाम में भी है ना कि अपने भाई के लिए वही चीज पसंद करो जो अपने लिए पसंद करते हो. तो अगर आपको अपना आप पसंद नहीं है तो मेक श्योर दूसरे भी आपको पसंद नहीं करेंगे. वो आप गलत एक्सपेक्टेशन लेके बैठे हुए हैं. सबसे पहले you should love yourself so people can love you. right? And there are people who feel that or they commit that they love themselves. For them, I would like you to stand up and hug yourself as well. Hug yourself like this. Can you do that? Please hug yourself. So do that. Can you do it? Okay. Hug yourself and say, I love myself. I love me. Yes. So hug yourself and tell yourself that you love yourself as well. I love me. Done? Great. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Let's start that where we are now. What we get paid for. It's a very interesting statement. A lot of time we feel that we get paid for based on our ideas, but ideas are dime a dozen. Okay, ideas are dime a dozen. So don't get carried away with that your idea is going to really get you paid. Ideas are important, but more important is that when you execute them, and you only get paid for something you deliver. जब आप वो value deliver करते हैं. So ideas are dime a dozen. Execution is the one which valued. आप कोई चीज execute करते हैं, आप किसी के लिए एक value create करते हैं, और उसी value creation model में आपके पास एक value वापस आती है, right? So आपने एक value create की किसी के लिए, और उसी का एक certain proportion that will come back. Understand that one. You don't get paid for the ideas, you get paid for the execution. Or execution it's not ticking the box, it's about the impact and the creating value. And when you create value for somebody, then you get a value back. अगर आप किसी के लिए 100 रुपए की वैल्यू जनरेट करेंगे तो आपको शायद 2, 3, 4 रुपए की वैल्यू वापस आ जाएगी. जनरल फॉर्मुलेशन और फॉर्मूला ये होता है, 100 रुपए की आप वैल्यू क्रिएट करेंगे तो 2.5 रुपए आपको वापस मिलेंगे. So for every $100 you get $2.50 back as a value, as a compensation. So what does it mean? You have to literally calculate as a very basic thing how much value you are creating for others, and that will determine what kind of compensation or income you will be generating. It could be 2.5%, it could be 5%, but it can't be 100%, it can't be 50%. It will always be less than 10. So अगर आपको $100 चाहिए तो आपको bare minimum $1,000 की value generate करनी है. And if you want to have a $10,000 bare minimum value, you should be generating 100,000. And to be on a very, very safe side, you should be generating over 200,000 or 250,000 worth value, ताकि आपका 2.5% वाला formula जो है वो minimum maintain रहे. So that's mean आपको अपने effort का और impact की valuation भी करनी है, because that will ultimately determine कि आप किस type की value expect कर सकते हैं. Right? So if you are generating value, you are getting value. If you are not generating value, you will not get the value back as well. Any confusion on that basic concept? Okay, let's go to the questions.
Yeah, so Sajid, an interesting question
Yep.
from, let me see the screen once again. How a support department can add value? So a typical question.
Yeah, it's a very standard question. So if you feel you are not adding value, please do not expect that you will get a value back as well. So अगर आपको खुद इस चीज का अभी तक अंदाजा नहीं है कि आप वैल्यू कैसे जनरेट कर रहे हैं, believe me, nobody else is going to put effort to really determine that whether you are adding value or not. आपको उसकी marketing भी खुद करनी है. So we will see that how the sales pitch and the marketing and everything works together. Right?
And
So it's
Sajid, Umar Tarar is saying that how can we quantify that value if we are not working in sales department? So other than sales, how will we quantify?
that's what we will learn here. So in a SAT organization, Nabil is saying there is no concept of value. So I still see that a lot of SAT pay very high to their sales department, their salespeople. Why they will pay high to the salespeople if there is a no value addition concept? There are still bonuses being paid. Right. So concept of value, just right now, how we are going to, how did you calculate 2.5%, Shahid Iqbal? That's particularly the compensation of a sales team. So normally whatever the sales they are doing with the somewhere like 10 to 15% GP, that's a normally compensation structure, how it works. So it's very easy to create that as a reference, but definitely there are different models to do that. But to a very, very simple way, whatever the sales you are generating or a 10 to 15% GP margin, 2.5% is a total compensation for the sales team or a channel, sales channel, normally what we call, if you are in a B2B model. But understand the concept of value, how we will calculate value, we will come to that later. But you can only get a fraction of the value you are delivering. And if people don't know what value you are delivering, then you are the one who has to really go and create a sales pitch around it. You have to create a marketing around it. You have to let people know what value you are creating, and you have to quantify that as well, right? So we will come to that, how we do that. There are different models we will be learning into getting into that later. So understand, it's an execution you get paid for, and you always get paid in terms of the fraction of the value you generate. Okay. Now we get into that, what exactly we are trying to do here right now. And we will go through the quickly on the overview of 7 Digits program, what that program is all about. And today we will have a first session. We will start with discovery, and we will look into the business models a little bit. So just to give you a flavor of the session one, but the discovery is the most important area you should be looking at, because that's where the self-awareness comes into play. So now quickly, I would like you to prepare your question, because when I'll give you the overview, ek dafa jab hum overview ki baat karenge, to uske baad I'd like to have some of the suggestions, some of the feedback, because this is not the program which we design, it's the program which we evolve together. हम ये 6 digits के प्रोग्राम भी इसी तरह इवॉल्व हुए थे और 7 digits के प्रोग्राम भी इसी तरह इवॉल्व होंगे. आपकी प्रेजेंस और आपकी पार्टिसिपेशन, what are the areas you want to focus more, what are the areas as a group you feel you are already evolve in that way. Our assumption right now is that everybody who is a part of the group right as we speak is over 250,000. They are not the early stage one. They have already got a 2 to 3, 4 years experience, and they are doing well or reasonably well at where they are right now. And we will like to provide a base or a platform which can generate the trust to really bring some exponential growth in the next 12 to 36 months. But that's require a lot of commitments. Let's look at the program itself. So 7 Digits is a program where you commit to achieve 7 digits income level. That's wrong a little bit. Let me fix that right now. Okay, sorry about that. So achieve 7 digits income level. That's been 1 million per month in the next 12 to 36 months. Plan and implement ideas. So we will be talking about those ideas. Change your routines, habits, and behavior, and you commit to a growth mindset. So this is what the 7 digits is all about. We will go to the different tools and things which we will be talking about. But the first question to you is, are we willing to commit to these things? It's easy to say that we commit, but it's not about the idea of the commitment. It's about the execution on that commitment, right? So you will not get rewarded just because you commit to something. It's basically the actions behind it and how you implement those actions. Those are the important elements. We will be learning by doing and sharing. So sharing is one of a key word. Unless until we really start sharing collectively, it's not going to add value. So sharing is an important one. So the entire program is designed in a different way. and I'll come back to that, but I'll invite you to look at the right side of the picture, which talk about the mindset, skill sets, and the tool sets. So we will be hardly talking about the tool sets here. We will not be learning Excel, PowerPoint, or any tools here. We are not going to get into the very specific of the skill sets. We will be looking at the refresher side of it. So that's mean you will not be learning how to do the accounting here, how to do the performance management, what does the investment or option analysis mean. So we are not going to get into that level of detail, but definitely we will touch upon that where you can get more support around it. So there will be certain support resources. लेकिन हमारा जो moderated sessions हैं उसमें हम बहुत ज्यादा उनकी उस टाइप के स्किल सेट की बात नहीं कर रहे होंगे. हमारा सबसे ज्यादा फोकस होगा माइंडसेट पे. How we are going to change that mindset, the way you think right now, the way you approach to an opportunity or to a problem. So how we are going to change that. So how if an opportunity presents itself to you, how you're going to react or act or respond to that. So हम mindset की बात ज्यादा कर रहे होंगे, and skill set we assume that the people who have already crossed 250,000 rupees a month income level, they have got a reasonable skill set. It's just the refresher and maybe some additional resources which might be required, but definitely we are not getting into the tool set like एक अच्छी PowerPoint presentation किस तरह बनेगी. But we definitely going to talk about how to present, like the presentation itself, public speaking की हम लोग बात कर रहे होंगे. So let's start with that, जो overall areas we are covering, and we will go back to the suggestion. So it would be a discovery phase where you will do your self accountability, you will analyze yourself, and you will try to evaluate your own gaps based on your goals versus where you are right now. Business models की हम बात करेंगे, how much changes we are seeing in the business model, what kind of business models are working, what kind of business models are no more working, what kind of business model will be obsolete. It may be working right now, but in 3 to 5 years those business model may not work. We will be talking about personal branding. यहाँ पे आपके साथ एक external trainer होंगे, वो आपकी dressing से लेके आपकी body language तक की सबकी examples लेके आपके साथ आ रहे होंगे, and he has got a support structure as well. If you want him to do your grooming from a body language to the dressing, so that's all, everything will be there. We will go and run a refresher around the key competencies. ACCA is right now based on a 12 competencies, so हम उन competencies का एक refresher run करेंगे, but उन competencies को use करते हुए हम कैरियर जोन्स की बात करेंगे कि कैरियर जोन्स क्या है, एश्योरेंस एडवोकेट्स क्या होते हैं जो ऑडिट एश्योरेंस इंटरनल ऑडिट की बात करते हैं, बिजनेस ट्रांसफॉर्मर का पर्सोना क्या होता है, व्हाट आर द ट्रेड्स एंड द कॉम्पिटेंसीज आर रिक्वायर्ड, डेटा नेविगेटर्स हैं, देन डिजिटल प्ले मेकर, सस्टेनेबिलिटी ट्रेल ब्लेजर, ये सारे के सारे ACCA के प्री डिफाइंड कैरियर जोन्स हैं. और इस डिस्कशन में आपको मौका मिलेगा अपने आप को क्लब करने का कि आप इस वक्त किस कैरियर जोन्स में बैठे, किस कैरियर जोन में बैठे हुए हैं और किस कैरियर जोन में आप जाना चाह रहे हैं. तो वो उसमें क्या कहाँ पे गैप आ रहा है एंड व्हाट वी कैन डू अबाउट इट. लेट्स से आप आज एश्योरेंस एडवोकेट हैं एंड यू वांट टू बिकम अ डिजिटल प्ले मेकर, व्हाट डज इट मीन. दोनों के पर्सोना और कॉम्पिटेंसीज में कितना गैप होता है एंड हाउ वी कैन डेवलप दोज कॉम्पिटेंसीज एंड हाउ इट वर्क्स. हम मार्केट नॉलेज की बात करेंगे, कुछ सेशन विद इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स, इंडस्ट्री किस तरह सोच रही है, what they are thinking, where they are going, and what kind of talent they are looking for, what kind of support structures they are looking for. Let's say अगर आप एक support function है, how you can convert that support function into a business or from a cost center to a profit center, वो किस तरह होता है and how they value that. Strategic business leaders, हम इसके पर्सोनास को देखेंगे, इसके बिहेवियर्स को देखेंगे, इनके रूटीन्स और हैबिट और इनके डिलीवरेबल्स को देखेंगे. डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस क्या होता है, हाउ वी मेक अ डिसीजन. कीप इन माइंड डिसीजंस आर द थिंग्स और द डिसीजंस आर द assessments which you make based on a lesser information. So you do not have absolute assurance that it will happen. Doesn't mean that they are 60-70% of the information is available and the rest is your own assessment, and you take a decision and you act upon that. एक जो सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग एक्सरसाइज होती है, जो सबसे ज्यादा टाइम लेती है, वो हमारी कुछ केस स्टडीज होंगी जिसके ऊपर हम बिजनेस केसेस डेवलप करेंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आपने एक एग्रीटेक का बिजनेस डेवलप करना है, व्हाट डज इट मीन, वर्सेस अगर आपने फिनटेक का बिजनेस डेवलप करना है, वर्सेस अगर आपने एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग या एनर्जी सेक्टर में काम करना है, तो हाउ यू विल डेवलप ऑल दोज द बिजनेस केस. और उसके बाद आप जब ये बिजनेस केस डेवलप कर रहे होंगे तो आपकी ऑडियंस जो है, यू हैव टू कीप द शैडो, यू हैव टू कीप द बोर्ड मेंबर्स इनटू माइंड. इट्स नॉट योर peers, it's not your team who is going to evaluate those business cases. There will be a shadow board and you will be acting as a shadow board as well. आपको भी एक रोल प्लेज आएंगे इसमें, जहां पे आपको एज अ शेडो बोर्ड एक्ट करना पड़ेगा या बोर्ड मेंबर एक्ट करना पड़ेगा. और उसमें क्या कंप्लायंसेस के इश्यूज होते हैं. सो देयर विल बी अ सर्टेन नॉलेज बेस, the person who is presenting the business case, and there will be somebody who is acting as a board member. So उन दोनों की साइड पे क्या knowledge base होनी चाहिए and how they evaluate. और फिर finally shadow board के बाद we will be doing a certificate distribution. This program is practically designed to lead you to the C-suite and the board positions. और उन लोगों का एक सोचने का अपना अंदाज होता है. दैट्स व्हाई सेशन विद द इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि वो आपको एक सी स्वीट का थॉट प्रोसेस बताएंगे. बोर्ड मेंबर्स जो होंगे वो अपने डिलेमास और अपनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज की बात करेंगे एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ बिजनेस केसेस दे वांट टू सी, अगर उन्हें किसी चीज को अप्रूव करना है. वी विल बी साइन पोस्टिंग यू टू अ लॉट ऑफ रिसोर्सेज, जैसे लिस्टेड कंपनी से लेके टैक्सेशन तक हम वो आपको बता रहे होंगे, बट we will not be running sessions around it. उसके बिल्कुल sessions जो हैं वो separate हैं. वो CPDs में you can either pick from the previous CPDs or you can go for the new one which will be planned for this year, right? Logistically how it works, it will be 6 hours a week over 7 weeks का ये overall program होगा. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday हमारे पास 6 to 8 PM में हम इसको run कर रहे होंगे. Definitely there will be a lot of questions around Ramadan, Eid. I'm sure Harun can handle those one, but keep in mind 6 to 8 PM का हमारा ये session चल रहा होगा. इसमें अभी logistically as soon as we enter in Ramadan, so उसमें किस तरह adjust करना है इसको हम देखेंगे. Program जो है ट्यूसडे और थर्सडे ये मॉडरेटेड सेशंस होंगे और सैटरडेज नॉन मॉडरेटेड सेशन होंगे. नॉन मॉडरेटेड सेशंस का मतलब ये है कि आपके ग्रुप्स बने होंगे, जिन ग्रुप्स में आपके पास असाइनमेंट्स होंगे और वो असाइनमेंट आप कलेक्टिवली कर रहे होंगे. ट्यूसडे थर्सडे के सेशंस इसी तरह होंगे, मेरी तरह कोई ना कोई बैठा होगा एंड वो आपको एक पूरी जर्नी पे लेके जा रहा होगा और क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन साथ चल रहे होंगे. प्लेटफॉर्म्स जो हम यूज कर रहे होंगे वो गो टू वेबिनार होगा, MS टीम्स होगा और कुछ ग्रुप्स व्हाट्सएप पे भी बने होंगे, ताकि हमारी इंस्टेंट कम्युनिकेशन जो है वो चल सके, right? So suggestion, feedback, questions around the program, around where we stand right now. Temina wants to see some diversity and inclusion. I think उसमें ज़्यादातर जो हमारे पास inclusion आ रही होगी उसमें industry leadership की side से आ रही होगी बहुत सी. I think we will be running a one emotional resilience का session that will be Almas Abbas. So she will be running that. She's very good. Use Zoom instead of go to Zoom. Unfortunately, Ahmed Aziz, we don't use Zoom. Zoom में हमारे लिए बहुत से challenges होते हैं in term of security. So Zoom अभी तक हमारे लिए जो है वो allowed नहीं है. So GoToWebinar is a more secure one. Current employment details are kept confidential. आपकी सारी information जो है वो confidential है. It's nothing going to be shared anywhere unless until you go and share it yourself. On a final stage, failure in business deals. If we are talking about Hamid Khan, if we are talking about merger acquisition and negotiation, that's one area where we see failure. We see failure in terms of the startup. So you will see some of the interesting startup concepts coming. Most of the time, we see that people coming up during these sessions. So I hope that we will be seeing that. To have session where we can have verbal and audio communication. You will get that one. आपके अभी हम ये audios जो हैं वो open कर रहे होंगे. इस वक्त तो हम सिर्फ चूंकि orientation में चल रहे हैं, अभी थोड़ी देर में आपके लिए audios जो हैं वो open हो रही होंगी and you have to raise hand and we will be inviting you to speak. Just keep the decorum assigned. आपकी public speaking तो हो ही नहीं सकती जब तक हम आप लोग खुद present नहीं कर रहे होंगे. तो you will become a presenter over the course. Any success stories? I think Harun will jump in, and there are too many success stories. उसमें से कुछ success stories तो I'm sure इसमें भी हमारे पास जो 7 digit में लोग हैं वो कुछ 6 digit से graduate होके आए हुए हैं, which is an interesting one. We were looking at the 12-month cycle, but a lot of people managed to really cross that, not 100,000 but 250,000 in terms of income. So you will hear those stories. कुछ लोग उसमें से आएंगे भी. Khurram, it's how to pitch the internal audit as a within the organization. We will not be talking about the internal auditing as specific. We will be talking about how to make a pitch, and you have to make sure that you understand कि आप क्या value deliver कर रहे हैं. But we can have an offline session around कि internal audit की क्या value होती है versus business transformer की आपको career zones में भी वो चीजें नजर आएंगी काफी सी. जैसे assurance advocate, I would suggest हमारा बहुत सा resource जो है वो हमारी अपनी प्रोफेशनल इनसाइट है जिसको हम यूज कर रहे होंगे. सो वैल्यू एडिशन का कॉन्सेप्ट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी एंड सरप्राइज्ड एज वेल कि अगर फाइनेंस के क्वालिफाइड लोग जो हैं वो अपनी वैल्यू को क्वांटिफाई ना कर पाए, ये एक इंटरेस्टिंग सिनेरियो होता है कि अगर आप खुद अपनी वैल्यू नहीं क्वांटिफाई कर पा रहे, हाउ यू क्वांटिफाई वैल्यू फॉर द अदर फंक्शन. आप टैलेंट की, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की और इवन बिजनेस की वैल्यूएशन मॉडल किस तरह कर रहे होते हैं. We will not teach entrepreneurship, we will practice entrepreneurship और वो आज कर रहे होंगे हम थोड़ी देर में. Okay, so there are very personalized situations as well, crossing the salary barrier and all that. So any suggestion, question or feedback around the program, but keep in mind it's not a one time we are asking. We will keep evolving, we will keep adding the sessions as well. If as a group you come back and you say no, this is a very specific area, शुरू में से जीतने का आता हम ये नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन ये tool set जो है ना ये एक important है, इसकी orientation थोड़ी सी दे दें, we can look around that was. So it will be very very flexible. End of the day इसका objective आपको पढ़ाना नहीं है, इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि you should learn how to learn, you should learn how to create value और आपका competency set already exist करता है. So उसकी थोड़ी सी refreshen और थोड़ा सा sharpen, उसको sharpen करना. And but the most interestingly, if you love yourself, you will commit to that program, and that will start making small changes, and those changes will lead to the world's Usman Pervez is saying, will we discuss the IT impact on our profession? Is there any? Anybody? IT impact on finance profession or any other profession for that matter? Sorry guys, these are the off hours and you have to really excuse me for smoking. I'll keep doing that. इसके बगैर मेरा काम चल नहीं रहा होता. So there is a huge impact of IT in finance or anywhere else as well. Hamad. So IT has impacted only finance or everything else as well? Okay, so if it has impacted everything, then we have to go and see what does it mean. Okay, guys, be ready. Now we are getting into the exercise mode, right? We will open up 10 people. At some point of time, we will request 10 people to really unmute them in the next 10-15 minutes. और आपका तरीकाकार इसका ये होता है, you raise your hand and we will unmute you, you will unmute yourself and you can participate. Why you have to participate अभी हम देखते हैं. Let's get into the discovery phase. Okay, who are you? Very quickly type in your question box, who are you? You don't have to tell me how you earn income. Who are you? That's a question. Okay, value seeker, manager, finance. Imran, we are not talking about how you earn income. Who are you as an individual? How you want people to remember you? So Hamid is a man of principle. We are what we think about ourselves. Multitasker, I am impact. Okay, audit compliance professional. No, Maria, it's not about what you do, it's who you are. How you want people to remember you. वो क्या चीज होनी चाहिए जिससे आज से 100 साल बाद भी जब आपका नाम आए तो people can remember that the person is an internal auditor or a person was a mentor or a person was a problem solver. So who you are. Okay, so keep coming in. I hope you can read your comments as well in a question, right? ऐसे क्वेश्चन बॉक्स में आए, यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन बॉक्स लिखा होगा, उसको क्लिक करेंगे, वहां पे आपको ये सारी चैट मिल रही होगी. Right, so we are getting there. So great, so you can see your question and you can see others' questions as well. Nourishing raw minds. Hardworking, good listener, team player. Okay, great. I think we will download some of the stuff. Mutaid, if you can help, people can't see the comments and the questions which other people are posting here. So just make sure when you post it, you also select that everybody can see it. Mutaid, any intervention here? Professionally humble, entrepreneurship mindset. I'm a team player. Okay, so now there's another task. You have to create an introduction. I'll give you 5 minutes. You have to create an introduction for yourself, which you can deliver in 30 seconds. And I want at least 10 people to be brave enough who can raise hand, and we will ask them to speak, right? So again, professional introduction. So let's assume you enter in a room and there's Mia Mancha sitting there, Hussein Daud sitting there, and you have got 30 seconds to introduce yourself. How you gonna introduce yourself? 30 seconds. What you gonna tell them, right? So take 5 minutes, elevator pitch, but for yourself, for your own brand, right? How you gonna introduce yourself? That's the important one. So you have 5 minutes. On my clock, it's right now 6:45. So we will come back on 6:50. Hamid Khan, if there's a music band, you can type as well. But our first preference is that we need 10 people who can come, who raise their hand, and we can bring them and we will let them speak. But at the same time, people who have any limitation, feel free to put that introduction in this question box so other people can see at the same time. No, it's 6:45. We will start doing that at 6:50. So give everybody a certain room, but time it, practice it. आपके पास 5 मिनट हैं, टाइमर लगा के इसकी प्रैक्टिस करें. How you gonna do it in 30 seconds? Junaid Khalid, my introduction will be journal. I will not assume anyone in room as my vision is changed. So can I do the introduction, please? Yeah, definitely you can. I'll just giving you an idea that if you are sitting with the people who you want to really connect with, what is your introduction which can create that connection, which force them or create that desire or make them curious to know more about you? Asif, go and review it again. Asif Tahir, you started with the internal audit. You are telling them how you earn your income, not who you are. Your entire introduction is based on how you earn, Tahir. And I got another introduction from Hamid Khan. It can't be done in 30 seconds. But that's too long. 30 seconds. So you have to speak, and people should be able to pick up the key terms. It's too long, Hamid. It's not bad. I'm not saying that it's not relevant. It's too long for 30 seconds. You know, the basic skill in the introduction is that people should remember one or two things from that, including your name, ideally. Mohammed Sadiq, you are still talking about assistant manager in RSM advisory. You are telling people how you earn income. So why they will be interested?
So Muhammad Subhan is saying that he can't hear anything because nobody's speaking. So Sajid will be joining us in a minute.
Yeah, nobody is speaking right now. Mutahid is guiding me to do something which I'm trying to figure out. Muhtad, you told me file and then preference. Okay, we can see a couple of people have raised hands. So let's hear what they have to tell us about themselves. And guys, I'll invite everybody कि आपने अपने comments जो हैं, you have to keep your comments ready कि जब किसी ने अपने आप को introduce करवाया है, so आपको उसमें से क्या चीज याद रही है. So Junaid Khalid, I'm going to unmute you and you have to unmute yourself and then you can share. Then you will have audio. Now you can unmute yourself, Junaid Khalid.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Can you
Walaikum
hear me?
salam. जी, we can
Thank you
hear
so
you.
much.
So
You
timer
include
चल
me in
रहा
this.
है, 30 seconds आपके पास हैं. You have to introduce yourself.
My name is Junaid Khalid. I'm a future leader. I changed my style of introvert to extrovert, and I will use Pakistan talent and youth to improve the system and policy in Pakistan in every area, inshallah.
Great. So anybody who can remember what Junaid Khalid told us? So let's take a break here and see question box में दोबारा वापस आते हैं. आपको क्या याद रहा है? Okay. Okay, great. Thank you, Junaid. I think a lot of people managed to reproduce or at least really register what you have said. So now we go to the next one, Alina Karim. Alina, I'm going to unmute you and you can unmute yourself. Yep, Alina, good to go.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Alina Karim. I am an ACCA member and a sustainability enthusiast, currently offering financial training and consultancy. And going forward, I plan to offer sustainability reporting and climate-related consultancy to make this world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, Alina. Quickly, anybody who remember what Alina told us? Business consultancy, sustainability. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you, Elena. I think a lot of people managed to register what you talked about. So now we invite Tahmina. Tahmina, you can unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Tahmina Shariar. I am a dynamic person with a diversified skill set. I would like to introduce myself as a CBT practitioner, life coach, business advisor, and entrepreneur. Well, my journey has been quite interesting. I would like to brief it up here. So I have started my journey as a professional accountant and entrepreneur, which led me to realize that my true strength was counseling. I believe people are not broken and they only need a mentor to give them directions. So I hope you have a very well balanced life in the future. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Tahmina. Thank you. And quickly going back to the question tab again, coach, dynamic, diverse journey, good, entrepreneur, life coach, mentor, CBT, life coach. So most of the words started as an accountant. Depression removal. Okay. Namaz break. We will come. Mutahid, you have to let us know when we should go for that because we have got people from different cities. So we will try to go for the time which suits everybody. There's a question around the namaz break, Mutahid. Right. Meanwhile, we come to next and we have got Kanza Aslam. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Okay.
Ji,
Assalamu
Kanza, we
alaikum.
can.
My name is Kanza Aslam, and I'm a person who has been a multitasker since my childhood. I have a habit of working, challenging myself, and working in uncomfortable situations where I can go and break stereotypes. I am a shopaholic. I am a workaholic too, but I make sure that I enjoy my life up to the fullest. And I'm working on many things, be it finance, audit, procurement, even digital marketing, trainings. So I'm a person who who wants to do all and loves doing everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanza. And if you can go to the question box, and Junaid, you are in a question box. You are typing this one. So this is a question tab, Junaid. Okay, so people, shopaholic and workaholic. Yes, people remember that. Okay, great. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Kanza. And we have got next Shahzeb Anwar.
Yes, hello, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Shahzeb Anwar, and I'm a very passionate individual who has the aim to learn, grow, and improve continuously. Being good at leading and managing, I do have aim to use my effective communication skills to get things done, to convert the ideas into execution into business, And I aim not only to deliver commercial success, but rather social success as well. That is the aim for my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shazib. Thank you. Idea into action, execution, social success, passionate, learn and grow continuously, use his communication skills. So, yeah. Thank you, Shazib. And now we have got Muhammad Ali Sheikh.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Sheikh.
Hi, I'm Ali, and I strongly believe that data is the new oil, and connecting the dots for data-driven decision-making is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm not as naive to claim that I'm the smartest guy in this room, but I'd like to deep dive into business problems and find sustainable solutions for my clients. I'm always looking forward to learn more, especially from this program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ali. Thank you. Data person, slice spread, data is new oil, deep dive in business problem, finding solution, business problem, solutions, data person, learn new things. Great, thank you, Ali. And if we can request Mozam Shahid.
Hello, assalamu alaikum everyone.
Walaikum salam.
My name is Mozam Shahid. I'm an ACCA member. I'm heading the finance division of one of the well-established and diversified groups in Saudi Arabia. Being part of the group from last over 10 years, I have history of success spearheading all the assets, all the facets of enterprise, finance administration, and project management. I am currently part of the strategic team responsible for making corporate changes, business growth strategies, and diversification.
Thank you, Mozam. Thank you. He's Saudia, heading finance division, heading okay, strategist, strategic team, part of strategic team. Okay, diversification. Great. Thank you, Mozam. And if we can request Khurram Adil.
Vivian, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Khurram and I'm internal audit practitioner who in a financial institution of Pakistan. I'm obsessed with changing the traditional perception about auditing through leveraging technology. Modern technologies like internal audit, like data science, machine learning, and I'm currently building an algorithm who is going to automate the entire auditing cycle in an institution.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Khurram. IA practitioner, algorithm, automation, creating algorithm, internal audit, technology driver. Great. Thank you, Khurram. And if we can come to Abdul Wahid Sheikh.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Abdul Wahid Sheikh. I'm a seasoned finance professional, having more than 12 years of experience in the field in the field of finance. I worked in various aspects of finance, starting from financial reporting, management accounting, and managing the special projects. I'm most proud of leading and assisting projects which include business turnarounds, reduction in inventory losses, gross margin optimization, and assisting in preparing a group for listing here in KSA. I'm looking to get value from this session by being part of this session.
Thank you, Abdul Wahid. Thank you. Okay, seasoned finance professional Worked in all area of finance, worked on inventory losses, GP optimization. Okay, what else? Helping companies in listing in KSA. Great, thank you. So now we come to Hafiz Suleiman Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Saji?
Great.
Well, it's Hafiz Suleiman Ahmed, the ACCA, and I am currently CEO at Al Said Jewelers. I'm keen to learn more to achieve more. I'm a strong believer of value creation and getting paid. And you know what? I'm the first achiever of 6-digit program as well. And secondly, I'm the champion, and that's my whole introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, Suleiman. CEO at Al Said Jeweler. Keen learner, keen in value creation, 6-digit achiever. Salman was the part of our first batch. Jewelry business, Alina, I can well imagine why you remember that. Okay, 6-digit achiever. Jewelry CEO. So guys, you know that who are married, where to go, who to talk to. So you have got somebody in a group who can make your wives or sisters or mothers very, very happy if you interact with them and have a good relationship with Hafiz Suleiman. You can see the new designs and you can get some discounts maybe going forward as well. And now we come to Mohammed Reyas. Suleiman, it's not only the promotion. I'm sure you will get a lot of calls as well. Riyas, Mohammed Riyas. Yes, we can't hear you right now. Okay, I think there's a technical issue with Riyas right now. We will come back to you, Riyas, again. So let's move on. We have got Tanzila Salim.
Hello everyone, I am Tanzila Salim, FCCA. I am diligent and hardworking individual. I'm passionate about learning new things and always keep myself up to date with the recent changes. I love to handle the money corporates have. That's why people hired me as treasurer. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanzila. It was quick, crisp. So FCCA, passionate, treasurer, love to handle money intelligently. Great. Thank you, Tanzila. And now we come to Jahaze Bhatti.
Hello, am I audible?
Gigi, Jahaze, you are.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I am Jahaze Bhatti, an optimist who would like to create an environment where people come together to learn from each other and feel fulfilled. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Jahaze. keep in mind that time and the space, these are the two assets. So if you have got 30 seconds, just make sure you use it most effectively. It's okay to do it in 10 seconds, but if there's a 30-second and you want people to really remember something, so you can go slow and give them 1 or 2 more words there as well, Jahanzib, and then people who do it quickly. But it's all about creating an impact. If it's 10 seconds or 30 seconds, it should work. Thank you. So creating environment where people seem fulfilled, learn from each other, opportunity. Thank you. And now we got the next one, Malik Shehbaz Hussain.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Malik Shahbaz Hussain. I'm FCCA family man. I'm father of 4 kids. I have 20 plus years work experience working in the power sector. I have worked in multinational companies across the globe. And currently I am on career break. After every 10 years, I tend to take the career break. So this is my second career break. Enjoying it. Object of joining this program is to develop myself, so I stay relevant and I stay focused. So when I get back to business, I am prepared. Thank you.
Thank you, Malik Shehbaz. Thank you. And I can see a lot of people who can come up with a family man, power sector guy, career break, 4 kids, 20-year plus experience. Great, thank you. And we come to Mazhar Salim, and then we will come to Hamad Anis, and then I have to excuse myself from others, and we will see that later as well. So Mazhar Salim.
My name is Mazhar Salim. I'm an FCCA member, and I would like to call myself as an outsourcing specialist. I've been doing outsourcing. I've got an outsource company and doing outsourcing since I think 2008. I started with one client. Now I've got 8 chartered accountant firms. I like to, in next couple of years, I like to increase that to 20 chartered accountant firms somehow. And that's why I'm here, just to learn new things, how to, manage different problems. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazhar. And now he has 8 outsource expert, specialist, started with 1 client, outsourcing specialist, aiming to grow, accounting firm. Great, I think people managed to remember that and register that. Hamad Anis.
Good evening and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hamad Anis. I'm a fellow certified accountant. I've got more than 15 years of experience, worked in different countries in both public and private sectors. I'm a value seeker. I seek value from my subordinate and deliver that value to my organization. That's how I've been doing for more than 10 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So there's a one comment in the introduction that please do use your name as well, because I do announce it, but people want to hear from your side as well. So the people who haven't used their name, please do so whenever you get a chance. So guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that session. It's not easy to come up with the introduction. That's not what we do on a daily basis, but I would definitely suggest that you create your intro, something which you can share on a digital media with your LinkedIn profiles, as well as something which you can share if you get a public speaking opportunity and you have to introduce yourself. So you should have something which you can tell people in less than 30 seconds, and something which people can remember and know about yourself, which they can't see it on LinkedIn, or at least a summary which help them to remember you or your skill set or something about you, so they can be curious and they can try to reconnect. So guys who have raised hand, please now you can lower your hand by clicking the same icon of hand, and we enter into the next level. We don't have ideal, Ali Abbas, we don't have ideal introductions, but when we will be talking to industry leaders, I think they will be coming up with their introduction. So that would be great. But it's not only about how you introduce yourself. There's another skill which we were trying to look at here, is how people listen. You know, जब हम इंडस्ट्री में बात करते हैं ना, तो बहुत सी दफा हमारे पास एक चीज वापस आती है, and that is practically that listening skill side of it. And being a finance professional, it's very important that you listen, because people are looking for your opinions and understand your role in journal. आपका सबसे बड़ा रोल ये होता है कि people share their proposition or problems with you and they seek opinion from your side. और जो आप opinion देते हैं उसकी base पे they act, and based on their action either there is an inflow of money or there is an outflow of money, because we are dealing with in a finance domain. Most of the time somewhere there is a financial transaction or a cash flow transaction which is embedded within that question which you get, and based on your answer people act on it. पाकिस्तान में नहीं है, लेकिन पूरी दुनिया में ये एक बहुत बड़ी opportunity होती है, but the liability at the same time, that if as a professional accountant you provide an opinion which is not correct, people can come and sue you, because they expect you to provide an opinion which is based on an objective and independent assessments. And if your opinions are not based on objectivity, relevant information, and independence, that's mean you fail or you breach the duty of care, and that's create a liability for you as an individual. In a developed world, that's something you have to be very very careful. Unfortunately Pakistan में अभी नहीं है, लेकिन जिस तरीके से इस वक्त इकोनॉमी ओपन अप हो रही है, and you are acting and working with the global clients going forward, so वहां पे आपके पास इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी में इन चीजों को बड़ा स्ट्रांगली आपको देखना पड़ता है कि आप जो ओपिनियन दे रहे हैं उसकी बैकग्राउंड क्या थी, आपने कितनी एफर्ट की थी. Otherwise it could end up as a liability for you. Now I would invite everybody to take out the piece of paper, ideally blank or something, find out a pen if you can, or open up a Word document, and in the next 5 minutes you have to create your SMART goal for next 5 to 10 years. SMART goal for 5 to 10 years. Either use the Word document, and I need 3 volunteers who are willing to share. So you have to set up a SMART goals. You have 5 minutes, and I have got 7:15 on my clock right now. Mutaid, you have to tell us when we have to take break for prayers, which can work for everybody. Guys, Abdul Wahid Sheikh, you are asking professional. I would say it's about you. So बहुत दफा हम अपनी लाइफ को segregate करना चाहते हैं between professional and personal, but practically it's a one life. We are talking 5 to 10 years. So what are your goals which are 5 to 10 years we are talking? Let's take 5 years as a benchmark, right? Ideally it should be ambitious enough. It should not be based on, you know, sometimes we talk about the caged life. हम अपने experiences की वजह से अपने constraint की base पे सोच रहे होते हैं. These are your goals, what you want to achieve. How we will get there is a second part, right? Right now, something you want to achieve, how you're going to develop that goal, what you want to achieve in the next 5 years. So the time horizon, I'm giving you the time horizon. It's something which should be relevant for you. It should be something, you can't say that in a 5-year you want to become an MBBS doctor, or you want to do something which require a 11-year roadmap, right? It has to be relevant. It should be something which you want to do. If you say you want to earn from a business 10 million a month, that's doable. But if you say you want to become a PhD doctor in engineering, that may not be very smart. That might take longer than 5 years. going back to study. It's doable, but not in a 5-year horizon. And 3 volunteers who are willing to share, you have to share what are your goals and why you have those goals. So it's not only what goals you have, it's why you have those goals will be important one. But this is just giving you a flavor. We will get deeper in the goal setting in second session maybe. And try to dig deeper. Umar Tar came up with that. I want to become a CFO of my organization. Why, Umar Tar, you want to become a CFO? So think about it. Why CFO? Why not CEO? Why not board member? Or what does it give you once you become a CFO? Why is the important questions with the goals? Junaid, it's totally okay to write on the paper. That's fine. But whatever goals you are going to set, just make sure that you keep it with you. हम इस पे वापस आएंगे किसी stage पे later. Goal must be ambitious and logical. Very true, Umar. नबील कनाडा और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के टाइम होराइजन बहुत फर्क है. आपने दो बिल्कुल डिफरेंट टाइम जोन सेलेक्ट किए हैं. Muhtaid, keep an eye on when we have to take a break. Tamina, it's okay to submit here. I think it would be easier. I think we can use the time for prayer break and we will come back. It's a very initial exercise on a goal setting. We will go further and we will try to dig deeper. How does it feel? Why you want to have that goal? Is it the means to end or its end itself? So बहुत दफा हम इन position को जब देख रहे होते हैं तो it's more around the money associated with that and the respect associated with that or a power associated with that. Our goal may not be the position, it may be the other thing. So that's why it's important to dig deeper. We can't do it right now. We will have a separate session on a goal setting because that's important when you commit and then we create the action plan around it. I would be a CEO of Amazon because I want to run the world. So why you want to CEO of Amazon? You should own Amazon. Guys, thank you very much who have shared the goals. If you can raise hand, I can still at least get 1 or 2 people to, okay, I would like to have people who haven't spoken earlier. Okay, Ghulam Farid. I'll go with Ghulam Farid and then I'll invite Maria Sheikh for that. So Ghulam Farid, I have unmuted you. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, of course, sir. Obviously, everybody knows technological advancements और digitalization बहुत speedily चीज़ों को take over कर रही है anywhere in the world. So मैं ensure करना चाहता हूँ कि जिस भी ऑप्शन के लिए मैं जाऊँ, either I go for my own business और मैं किसी भी जगह पे किसी senior management का part बनता हूँ, तो I must have the relevant डिजिटल स्किल्स और वो कॉम्पिटेंसी मेरे में मस्ट अपडेट हो उन कंडीशंस के मुताबिक, ताकि मैं उस वक्त उनको कोप कर सकूं, अपने अंदर कुछ यूनिकनेस ला सकूं जो कि इवेंचुअली मुझ में वैल्यू एडिशंस करेंगी और डेफिनेटली वो ऑटोमेटिकली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मेरे लिए स्पेस क्रिएट करेंगी फॉर सीनियर लेवल पोजीशंस ना. तो मैं हमेशा इंश्योर करना चाहता हूं कि मैं
जब आप सीनियर लेवल पे पहुंचेंगे, सॉरी मैं आपकी बात काट रहा हूं, तो what you will get working for an organization at a senior level, what does it mean for you?
इट मीन्स डेफिनेटली वो जो गोल्स होते हैं हमारे इन द टर्म ऑफ, अगर मैं फाइनेंशियल बेनिफिट्स भी देखूं तो ऑब्वियसली वो सीनियर मैनेजमेंट पे ही हमें जाके वो मिलते हैं, जो एक इंसान चाहता है कि एक उसका जो सैलरी बजट या उसके बेनिफिट्स में ज़्यादा जरूर हो कि वो एक अच्छी लाइफ इंजॉय कर सके अपनी लाइफ में ना. तो वो ऑब्वियसली उस लेवल पे जाके जो स्ट्रेटेजिक प्लानिंग्स या जो गोल सेटिंग्स होती है ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस की या जो पार्टिसिपेशन होती है वो फिर ज्यादा बेहतर होती है लोअर लेवल की निस्बत ना.
अगर आपको पैसे किसी और तरीके से मिल रहे हो, you still want to go for a senior management and work for someone? If the money is the goal, it's the money is the driving factor. It's your contribution which is a driving factor, or it's the power which they may enjoy, or the status and the respect they may enjoy. So what is the, if you dig deeper, so what exactly you want to achieve?
So driving factor would be the obviously there's the seniority and the respect and definitely the way you look forward the things, और आप चीजों को लीड करते हैं और आप मेजर जो डिसीजंस होते हैं उनमें इन्वॉल्व होते हैं और आपकी जो डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर आपकी जो एनहेंस हो जाती है चीजों के. सो मनी वुड बी द सेकंड.
Yeah, so अगर हम पैसों की बात निकाल लें and you become a CEO for some organization earning the same amount which you are earning today, would you be happy?
No. Obviously everyone wants to have some value for money as well.
That's why digging a little bit deeper will help you to clarify your goals. जो क्लैरिटी है ना थॉट प्रोसेस की, वो बहुत जरूरी है. बहुत दफा हमारे गोल्स जो होते हैं ना, वो गोल्स नहीं होते, वो मीन्स होते हैं. सो हमें उसमें थोड़ा सा डीप जाना पड़ता है कि हमारा गोल क्या है. Idi Saab may not be very rich. He is a very well respected worldwide.
No doubt.
Right? So you have to literally see कि आपका goal क्या है. He has touched a lot of lives and he has changed a lot of lives as well. He has inspired a lot of people, but apparently he's not the rich guy for himself. He has got a lot of money, but that's all for the foundation. So dig a little bit deeper. That will help you to really think about the purpose of your own life and how you set your goals. We will come back to that exercise again. If I can invite Ijazul Haq, I think Maria Sheikh is no more there. I can't see her hand. So if we can go to Ijazul Haq, or we have got another one. Okay, Ijaz, I'm going to unmute you. Okay, Ijaz.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me, sir?
Ji.
Yeah, my aim is to establish my own consultancy kind of business in I thought about in 10 years. So I am thinking to get some digital skill, which is, as one of the participants already mentioned, that data might be the future oil. So I want to develop my skill in data science and to establish my own business in future.
And where does it take you, Ijaz? आपने data set data analytics में आपने skill set develop कर लिया, but where does it take you?
That's I will be able to contribute in society and add value, because right now I'm working in energy sector. So based on that, my knowledge in energy sector, I can contribute to the energy sector in Pakistan.
Okay. Let me put a question: how you want your grandkids to remember you? Who was or who is Mohammed Ijazul Haq? What they should know about?
That is good question. I want them that's my grandfather as a person who contributed in a society.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Thank you
And
so much.
let's get to the to Maria Sheikh. Maria, I have unmuted you. You can unmute yourself.
Hello, Assalamualaikum everybody. Assalamualaikum. Well, apart from just saying myself that I'm being a contributor person who's looking forward to achieve good manager position, I'm also a person who's having diverse experience into audit and compliance field. And having said I'm serving as manager in one of the reputable companies, I look forward to give back to the society, to the ACCA fraternity, and to the and apart from that, giving value to the people and leading them by example, giving them motivation to come forward to help others, to understand others, and to let them feel that the sky is the limit. Don't let yourself down. Don't underestimate yourselves. And please have faith in Allah. And there should be great motivation to achieve what you can do, because people have expectations from you, especially your parents, and I've come up with that, having a good skill set of having smart working ability and good communication skills, also obviously working on them, and you have learning till the end of your life, till your last breath, and also I would say emotional intelligence, one of the great factors these days, going up the ladder, and decision making, conflict management, especially into my field. What I've learned, that you must have the skill set to resolve people queries and conflicts at your best. Let them feel that there's a person who can understand them and come up with the best possible solution. And to serve my and also have an aspiration to come up to serve on the board, inshallah, not to just have a senior management position, but I'm looking forward to serve the board, inshallah, and also participate in one of the recent elections of MNP to help our fraternity. And this program is a great platform. Thank you very much for creating this, to let us having network amongst others and let people and to hear them and to motivate others also and give back to the society. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Okay, so we hear some of the goals. Some are very clear, some are not as clear, some have got means to end. So my always question is, if you spend some time on a self-reflection and try to figure out who you are, what you want to do in your life, there's a lovely question which normally I use: how you want people to remember you when you are not in the room, or when you are not in the world even. So aapke grandkids or grandkids, how they should really reflect on your contribution, on your achievements. So what could be those achievements, how people should remember you? Believe me, if you are leaving them a huge state or property or assets, they will still remember you, but they might be fighting over that one. Or that could be another way. There's no wrong thing in that. If you are trying to build an asset base which you want to leave for your grandkids or for the world, that's totally fine. right? So think about it, what you want to do, why you are setting a goal, and what exactly you are trying to achieve out of it. बहुत दफा हमारा चूंकि पर्सपेक्टिव और थॉट प्रोसेस जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा लिमिटेड होता है, हाउ यू गोना अर्न इनकम rather than a purpose of the life. Purpose of the life is always a larger question which help you to really go back and reflect that how the earning will take place within that cycle. But earning can't be a purpose of life alone. Unless until you add a purpose, it's very difficult to really wake up every morning and stay engaged and motivated whatever you are trying to do. So just make sure आपके पास purpose की clarity हो बहुत ज़्यादा. Okay, let me take you to business models a little bit. I'll just share a certain flavor around it, and I'll invite you to go and read some of the content which I'll refer here. But before we get there, Muttahid, if you can share the link, I think we can, Muttahid, and you have to let us know the prayer break as well. I invite you, if you can see in the chat box, let me share a link. ये मेरा favorite link है. People who have already gone in a 6-digit, I think they know that I share that a lot. So there is a link I sent to all audience. ये YouTube का एक link है. That's one guitarist, and I would invite you to really watch that video. We are not going to watch here right now, but I'll invite you to watch. Chat में मैंने entire audience के लिए वो place किया link. Otherwise, you can also go and find out Amin Tufani Gratitude Harvard University. आपको YouTube पे ये मिलेगा. But just make sure आप 6 minutes से ज़्यादा वाला link जो है वो देख रहे हो Amin Tufani का. Right, so there's a video around it, and we will talk about that video later. But I'll invite you to spend some time, 6-7 minutes, and watch it, the entire video, and try to figure out what you have seen beyond the guitarist. Okay, so quickly, business models of the future or business models. आज अब हम जब उसकी गुफ्तगू करते हैं, तो that's totally based on an exponential thinking. 10x का कॉन्सेप्ट होता है कि अगर आपने आज 100 रुपया कमाया है तो अगले दिन आपको 1000 कमाना है, और उसके बाद आपने again multiply by 10, so it's 10,000 multiplied by 10 again, and you are looking at the 100,000. So there are two concepts. One concept is all around the thought process, which is incremental, linear, and then there's another thought process which is called 10x. और अब economy को अगर आप 10x इकोनॉमी में ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं या उस सेगमेंट में ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं जहां पे आपको 10x ग्रोथ चाहिए, तो उसके लिए एक बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग टर्म यूज होती है, एक्सोनॉमी. That's been exponential growth within the economy. So there is a one HBR का एक there is an article around it. I would suggest if you can start looking into that and try to spend some time reading that. It may not take more than 10-15 minutes, but go through that and try to understand what are the new business model which are being operated under exonomy. So अब आपके पास exponential जो growth की opportunity होती है वो बहुत ज्यादा होती है compared to historical linear thinking, जिसमें हम 10-20% incremental growth की बात करते हैं versus exponential growth की बात करते हैं. So you can see that there are different phases of the business. It's a very interesting article. I would suggest please go through that. And this exponential growth is not the result of the business model itself. This exponential growth is coming from that growth mindset. So if you are committing to 7 digits, you are committing to a growth mindset, and that growth mindset will help you operate on a 10x growth models. Right. Another thing which I would like to highlight, that's a ACCA PI, that's a professional insight. So professional insight that's available since 2017-18, जहाँ पे बिजनेस मॉडल ऑफ द फ्यूचर की बात होती है, और जो बिजनेस मॉडल ऑफ द फ्यूचर है उसके 6 कंपोनेंट्स हैं, जिसमें इट्स अ प्लेटफॉर्म बेस्ड बिजनेस लाइक उबर, लाइक दराज, लाइक आपका उसमें चले जाएं, Airbnb की बात कर लें, आप Amazon की बात कर लें. So all are the platforms, and there's a mass customization. So how the user experience is going to be generated. So there's a enough customization available in that कि यूरोप का यूजर उससे किस तरह इंटरेक्ट करेगा versus पाकिस्तान का यूजर किस तरह इंटरेक्ट करेगा. Netflix is an ideal example on that. It's very frugal. You don't really go and look for a lot of resources. आपके आसपास जो चीजें पड़ी होती हैं वो उसी के बेस पे बन रहे होते हैं. And then there is a concept of modern barter. Bitcoin is one of a thing which you can use as a modern barter. But going back to the same, आप services दे रहे होते हैं और आप services ले भी रहे होते हैं. So it's a very collaborative model where you generate traffic for others and you get traffic from the others as well. So that's also one of a modern barter example. Pay what you want. So इसमें इतनी customization होती है कि आप इसको खुद decide कर सकते हैं कि आपका pricing model जो है वो क्या होगा. And it's mega hyper local. So वो आपके उस local solution से शुरू होता है और जब भी किसी भी एरिया में आप करेंगे तो उसमें एक customization और localization का element जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा होता है और उसमें ही आप use कर रहे होते हैं resources जो आपको उस community में available हैं. So I'll invite you search ACCA business model of the future. उसमें दो आपको professional insights मिलेंगे. एक professional insight जो है that's more talking about the stack and how the technology works, and then the second one is more around that how the business model look like. आपके पास platform based businesses किस तरह के हैं और उसमें क्या करना पड़ता है. So these are the business model of the future. So have a look around it and see what you learn from it. We will pick up at later stage. And this is one of my favorite area, and that's I'll invite you everybody. We will be mapping your career progression, और जो अभी हमने goal setting की बात की थी हम उसको map कर रहे होंगे. That is called business model canvas. अभी आपके पास मुत्तहिद आपको इसका एक लिंक, एक वर्ड फाइल जो है वो चैट पे शेयर भी कर लेंगे. So if you want to practice it, you can use that. और इसमें सबसे important element जो होता है वो value proposition होती है. So आप क्या offer कर रहे हैं which is different than others. So जो आप अपने customer segment को करते हैं. Value proposition always come in relation to the customer segment. So agar somebody is offering something in US and you are offering something in Lahore, it could be two different customer segment और आपकी value proposition उसमें operate कर सकती है. Right, so we will go through that what the business model canvas look like. बहुत से लोग जो अभी business में हैं, they can go back and capture their business in that and see कि ये किस तरह आपका business जो है चल रहा है. This is a one single page जो एक complete thought process जो है उसको reflect कर देता है आपके एक पेज में, and that force you to think in every direction. So इसका तरीकाकार इसको जो डेवलप करने का होता है इसमें नंबर 1 वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन होती है और नंबर 2 कस्टमर सेगमेंट, या आप कस्टमर सेगमेंट से शुरू करते हैं और वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन पे आते हैं. सो दीज आर द टू कॉलम्स यू हैव टू डेवलप फर्स्ट बिफोर यू कैन गेट इनटू एनी अदर थिंग. सो इफ यू नो द प्रॉब्लम, सो इसके बैकग्राउंड में बहुत सी वर्किंग होती है बिफोर यू कैन bring it in such a simplified format. Background working में you have to understand the problem of that customer segment जिसको आप solve करने जा रहे हैं, and then how your value proposition is different. And the value proposition most of the time people develop, बहुत दफा हम जब develop करते हैं तो हम कहते हैं quality service lower cost. That's not the value proposition you should be looking at. There has to be a genuine problem जिसको आप solve कर रहे हैं और उसकी affordability और उसकी pricing strategy ज्यादा भी हो सकती है अगर वो customer segment is willing to pay you and higher amount or willing to pay a higher amount for the quality of the services you are doing. So don't only look at the high quality, and the low cost is not something which everybody is looking at. So customer segment को सोचे और उसके बाद value proposition. These are the two areas. Customer segment आपका कौन होगा? It could be your organization, or it's a set of, or you can talk about an industry vertical. You want to do work in an energy sector, so आपका customer segment पाकिस्तान का energy sector है. What you offer to them, what value proposition you bring to them. So you have to see that, and then we will see how you do your marketing, what activities you need to do, resources क्या चाहिए होंगे, partnerships कैसे चाहिए होंगे कि आपका customer segment is aware of that this kind of person is available to either as a consultant or available to be hired as an employee. So वो एक पूरा segment हो सकता है. Or you can think about there is a customer segment who want a certain value proposition and you can convert that business. जिंदगी में इस वक्त अभी हमने टेक्नोलॉजी की बात भी की थी शुरू में, तो टेक्नोलॉजी ने हैज चेंज्ड एवरीथिंग. अगर टेक्नोलॉजी ने हर चीज चेंज कर दी है तो दैट्स मीन व्हाटएवर यू आर ट्राइंग टू डू, इफ टेक्नोलॉजी कैन डू दैट, सो वो आपसे ज्यादा तेजी से कर सकती है वो काम और उसकी रीच भी ज्यादा होगी. इसको नॉर्मली हम लोग टर्म करते हैं डिजिटल ट्विन. So whatever you are doing, if there is a digital twin available for that, use that digital twin because that will bring more efficiency and effectiveness in whatever you are trying to achieve. If there is no digital twin what you are doing, then create one because it will be a best business for you because everything will be at some point of time will be converted into a digital twin. So या तो आप digital twin को deploy कर लें so you can have a better or an effective solution for your customers, or you create one so customer जिनके पास आज वो digital twin नहीं है वो आप create कर सकते हैं. That create a business for you. And business का अपना वो cycle होता है, launch से लेके build and grow. शेखों में हम I'm from a business family, pure शेख हैं हम लोग. हमारे यहाँ वही 3 साल लगते हैं जिसमें आपके पास चट्टी हट्टी एंड खट्टी का कॉन्सेप्ट होता है. The first year is all around the investment mode. Second year is still you are in a mode where whatever you are earning you are reinvesting in a business, and then in a third year you start using that money for other purposes, expansion or personal consumption. So business से अपना एक patience level चाहिए, उसके लिए एक time चाहिए, उसने अपने हिसाब से उसकी एक adoption आनी है, and that gonna take its time. Some business may grow very fast, लेकिन फिर उसको sustain करने के लिए आपकी तैयारी जो है वो मुकम्मल होनी चाहिए. So business model canvas is a very good document which help you to think in a very integrated way and simplify things. अगर आप एक value proposition बना रहे हैं और उसमें आपका but and if and आ गया है ना, तो इसका मतलब है आपकी value proposition अभी clear नहीं है. अगर आपको अपनी value proposition 30 words से ज्यादा में लिखनी पड़ रही है, इसका मतलब है you have to go back and practice and see कि आपकी value proposition जो है वो क्या है. अगर आपकी value proposition आपके घर में जो domestic helper है उसको समझ नहीं आ रही, इसका मतलब है आपको still इसको simplify करने की जरूरत. ठीक है. इसी तरह customer segment जो है उसको identify करना और उसकी sizing करना बहुत जरूरी है. It could be a very niche market and you can do something very valuable for them, but it will not a substantial business क्योंकि वो volume नहीं होगा. But you can decide and you can live with that with a higher profit, low volume, so that could be a business model there as well. Right. So business model canvas, Mutahid, if you can just attach that in a. Okay, the prayer break will be 7:50, so I have got 5 minutes. So I think we can end the session there 7:50 pe, so people can go to prayer break. यहाँ तो अभी अजान शुरू हुई है. I'll come back to that. और handouts पे अगर आप देखेंगे तो I think मुत्तहिद ने already document attach कर दिया है. So you will get the documents from Muttahid right now, so you can download that in chat or in handout. And okay, any question? Usman, we are not going to attach the slides. We will be creating WhatsApp group, लेकिन उसके लिए पहले आपका जो है वो consent लेना होगा. और इन सेशंस की रिकॉर्डिंग्स भी अवेलेबल होंगी आपको subsequently. So उसमें आपको स्लाइड्स की जरूरत नहीं क्योंकि बहुत सी स्लाइड सिर्फ एज अ स्लाइड आपके काम नहीं आएंगी. और इसमें डेफिनेटली आपको ये साथ रिकॉर्डिंग भी अवेलेबल हो जाएगी. रिकॉर्डिंग के लिंक्स भी अवेलेबल होंगे आपको. But now just to go quickly at the end, key learnings. Let me summarize what I feel you should be able to pick from today's session. Number one, there need to be a certain commitment. Ideas are not going to lead anywhere. It's the action which will lead. A lot of time we think but we don't act. और हम जो अभी बात कर रहे थे sealed lips वाली, so हम express नहीं कर पाते जो हम सोच रहे होते हैं. That's create frustration. Then we have to love ourselves and we have to hug ourselves every day, every morning, and we have to keep reminding ourselves that we still love and like ourselves, and we have to find more reason why we should like ourselves and let other people know why you love yourself and why they should love yourself, you as well. So people who are married, they can well understand ये validation और a daily base पे ये validation बहुत जरूरी अमल होता है. इसके अलावा हमने क्विकली डिस्कशन की थी अराउंड इंट्रोडक्शन की, गोल सेटिंग के हवाले से बात की थी हमने अ लिटिल बिट. हमने गुफ्तगू की थी कि आपको अपनी जो इंट्रोडक्शन है, knowing yourself is important. Find out the purpose beyond the earning, who you are and who you really are. अगर आप एक कंपनी के सीईओ बनना चाहते हैं तो सीईओ बनना आपका गोल है, या उस सीईओ के साथ एसोसिएटेड रिस्पेक्ट एंड अर्निंग इज समथिंग व्हिच यू आर लुकिंग फॉर, क्योंकि उसके साथ फिर बहुत सी चीजें आपको ऑल्टरनेट्स मिल जाते हैं. व्हाट एल्स यू कैन डू टू अचीव द सेम थिंग. सो सीईओ जब आप बात करते हैं वो बड़ा रिस्ट्रिक्टिव अप्रोच हो जाती है, लेकिन जब आप इसको क्लैरिफाई कर लेते हैं, दिस इज व्हाट यू वांट. For example, you want to become a CEO because you want to travel the world and interact and network with a certain type of people. There are 10 different ways you can do the same thing. So if you're clear about your goals, what the outcome you are looking for, so आपके लिए आसानी है कि उसको किस तरह आप achieve कर सकते हैं. Business models की हमने बात की. So there's a 10x is the new model. Like you don't look at the linear growth, you look at the exponential growth. ACCA की एक professional insight available है आपको, which is business model of the future. Uske fundamentals can go and look around that. A lot of things which we will be talking, which end up with you researching it on the different website, Google it as well, and then ACCA website से YouTube पे आप बहुत सी चीजें देख रहे होंगे. So आपके पास बहुत से रिसोर्सेज होंगे या आइडियाज होंगे जिनको आपको रिसर्च करनी पड़ेगी. रिसर्च कैपेबिलिटी एक बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट कैपेबिलिटी है जो इन नेक्स्ट 20-30 आवर्स में हमने बिल्ड करनी है, कि हाउ वी लुक फॉर द कंटेंट एंड डेटा एंड इंफॉर्मेशन which may not be available. Like somebody mentioned that we are not the smartest people right now on the earth, the group we are talking about. So there are other people who have got a perspective, view or information. So we definitely would like to see what they are saying, और उसके लिए research capability and listening capability जो है वो एक important element है. इसके अलावा हमने business model canvas की बात की थी. I think that would be a great tool if you can download that and try to map your thought process around here. सबसे important thought process जो आपको लेके चलना है वो customer segmentation and value proposition for that customer segment, or a value proposition which you want to offer and mapping it against the customer segment. So ये दो चीजें जो है that will help you to really clarify and simplify what you are thinking and how you are thinking. Right? Any quick feedback? Guys, I'm sure a lot of people have to leave for namaz. Just a last point which I would like to highlight. Please look around what you want to use your, like what you want to do with your life, right? Not what you want to do within your life, but what you want to do with your life. So sustainability की गुफ्तगू है, raising your voice for agenda की गुफ्तगू है, getting rich is not a bad thing. That's something, अगर हम इस्लाम के हवाले से बात करें तो उसमें getting into the business, earning money is something which is very important, and that's always emphasized that के जो गुर्बत है वो आपको शिर्क के करीब ले जाती है. तो ये सारी गुफ्तगू जो है उसकी एक बैकग्राउंड है. That's why working hard and making sure कि हम ना सिर्फ अपने लिए वैल्यू क्रिएट कर सकें, but the people who are around us, we can create value for them. So just make sure कि आपके पास आपकी लाइफ का पर्पस जो है उसकी रिफ्लेक्शन बहुत जरूरी है कि क्या are you clear enough what you're gonna do, and that's require a little bit understanding of the philosophy of life. So थोड़ा सा देखें, नेट पे आपको बहुत सी चीजें मिलेंगी, और अगर नहीं मिलती, pick up a role model and start following a role model. There's a suggestion around 6 to 8 or 7 p.m. So I leave it to Harun and Muttay. They will come back and guide us on that. But make sure आप अपनी life को understand करें, उसके purpose को understand करें, और उस purpose को achieve करने के लिए जो action plan है उसको understand करें और उसको implement करें. One small change every day, every hour, every week is going to take you long way. लेकिन अगर आप वो चेंज को कमिट नहीं करेंगे तो वो चेंज आएगी भी नहीं. छोटी चेंज बट एवरी डे. आपका हर दिन अगले दिन से, पिछले दिन से बेहतर होना चाहिए, राइट? और अगर आप अपनी सेल्फ अकाउंटेबिलिटी को पे रिफ्लेक्ट करने की कोशिश करें, आई वुड एनकरेज एवरीबॉडी कि एक वीडियो जरूर यूट्यूब पे सर्च कीजिएगा, व्हाई यू विल नॉट हैव अ ग्रेट कैरियर. Right? Why you will not have a great career. That's a 15-minute video. It's a lovely one, and that gives you all your excuses which we normally use on an everyday life कि हम क्यों एक अच्छा career नहीं develop कर पाते. So it's a TED talk. It's an interesting one. It's a very scary one. But go through that. वो आपके सारे excuses आपको वापस कर रहे होते हैं कि आप क्या-क्या excuse बनाते हैं काम ना करने के या change ना लाने के लिए. राइट? सो एक वीडियो मैंने इसमें आपको अभी हैंड ओवर की है, उसको जरूर देखिएगा, एंड उसके बाद हम उस पर गुफ्तगू करेंगे कि उसमें क्या चीज है इंपॉर्टेंट नोट करने वाली. और इसके अलावा व्हाई यू विल नॉट हैव अ ग्रेट कैरियर, go and search that on a YouTube, spend 10-15 minutes, look at that HBR article as well, exponential growth जो 10x जो model है, what does it mean? So guys, thank you very much. So Abdul, we will be seeking some feedback around the timing, flow, whether 2 hours are enough, whether we should go for 3 hours or we should do a 1 hour. So there will be a lot of feedback. ये हमेशा इसी तरह evolve होता है, क्योंकि ये आपके लिए, अगर आप लोगों के लिए वो generally for the group in totality, if it's not working, we will keep making those changes and we will keep adding the content as well. So आपका suggestion और feedback loop जो है वो एक important area. Guys, thank you very much. Stay safe and practice whatever the SOPs government has implemented. Please be very careful. इस वक्त जो wave पाकिस्तान में चल रही है, that is something very dangerous. And लाहौर में इस वक्त, to best of my understanding, जो test का या positive का rate है वो इस वक्त 18% से ज्यादा है. So people who are in Lahore, be extra careful and try to avoid to go to gatherings. It's totally okay to tell people, I don't feel safe, I'm not coming. That's okay. So stay safe. See you in the next session. And please share your feedback. I'm sure we will be creating a mechanism जहाँ पे आपके WhatsApp group में आपका concept लेके आपको add करेंगे, और फिर उस WhatsApp group में हमारे पास instant feedback आना शुरू हो जाता है. So guys, thank you very much.